So the last few days have been a little crazy, quite interesting to say the least. I'm sure everyone knows the three big events, as a matter of fact, that went down over the last few days. And I'm not here to get into that. This is not the channel for that. Leave that to my other twin. But what happened a few days ago with Charlie Kirk does tie in with today's topic, which is the Ghost of Tsushima sequel, Ghost of Yotei. And I was actually really looking forward to the sequel, ignoring all the BS and people calling it, whoa, all I care about is the game goated or not? Is it a worthy sequel to Ghost of Tsushima? But after knowing what I know now and how some of the game developers are going about this whole situation, I don't know if I want to support that. And I get it, one person shouldn't tank the whole project. It's tricky. If someone tells me, you know what, I'm not going to buy the game because of this developer celebrating someone's death, I would be like, you know what? Understandable. And let's go back to the start. So this tweet went extremely viral about 2 to 3 days ago, and it says, Sucker Punch Senior Dev celebrates Charlie Kirk's death. Ghost of Yotei is dead to me now. This is literally minutes, if not hours, after Charlie Kirk passed away, after he got pretty much assassinated. Drew, this person, retweeted, he died doing what he loved, being a transphobic, racist bigot. Drew tweeted, I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows that his bro got his back. Of course, this is a reference to Luigi, the guy that shot the healthcare CEO. But I mean, retweeting constantly about the death of someone that was pretty much shot and killed for having a different opinion than a lot of people. Then we get this update. Ghost of Yotei dev has doubled down on celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. Drew says, I have been told that the Twitter has noticed me across the room. Ooh woo. Someone responded with, and we're actively messaging Sucker Punch to remove you from your position as well. Co-workers feel unsafe around you. I created an account to let you and Sucker Punch, and they tag their social media, know that I can no longer support their studio by purchasing their games or recommending them to my friends based on the lack of moral and disgusting display of the most basic thing that makes us human, compassion. Never buying one of your shitty games again, you fucking freak. Like I said, I really like Ghost of Tsushima, and truth be told, I was planning on getting the collector's edition. I don't know how I feel about it now. It's this is why game developers should really just shut their fucking mouth and make the games. Just stick to making games, right? We don't care about your political views. Just make good games. Is that too much to ask for? We don't care if you like Charlie Kirk, if you loved him, if you wanted him dead, or you think this is unfair. It's not relevant. It's not really that complicated to do nowadays. It's like we don't need to know the politics about everyone. Once again, the same person, Drew, continues to crash out. Drew says, maybe instead of emailing people's employers, y'all should be emailing your reps and demand gun control immediately. Some of you have never heard of the critically acclaimed Mario Bros. Franchise by Nintendo, and it shows. You could have deleted the first tweet and put out an apology. Maybe you would still have a job. Once again, not to spoil the ending of this video, but game developers should just stick to what they do best and just talk about games or make the games. It's like, do I really care what politics the creators of my favorite game have? No, it's not relevant. I don't need to know who you voted for. I don't care. All we want is a good game, right? Unless the game is about politics, and that's completely different, all right? But when we're making a Ghost of Yotei or Ghost of Tsushima, Red Dead 3, GTA 6, well, GTA 6 is a little different. I don't think you could add them in the same conversation because GTA is pretty much a satirical take on America. That's a bit different, but you guys know what I mean. And the day after that, we got the news that they were indeed fired. They even updated their name, Drew Punching Nazis Till I Die, and they had to remove the they had to remove the fact that they worked at Sony, Sucker Punch, Ghost of Yotei, and they even changed the banner. So was it worth it? Was it worth a few internet points? Was it worth it? Was your whole job and career worth it for 10 likes and like 15 new followers? And they said, if standing up against fascism is what cost me my dream job I held for 10 years, I would do it 100 times stronger. 25 likes in 20 minutes. Was it worth it? This is a perfect example of a situation that could have been avoided. You could have stayed quiet. You didn't need to make a statement, and you would still be working with Sucker Punch, Sony, whatever it might be. But you decided to open your mouth, and well, now you're fired. I hope it was worth it for 25 likes and 1 fucking retweet. I'm not gonna be like other YouTubers or people that tell you, you need to talk about this. You can't stay silent. It's like, if you don't have anything to say, don't say it. You should never be forced to do that kind of stuff. I personally, well, not I, my evil twin had something to say regarding that situation. It's because I wanted it to. No one forced me to speak up and put that on a channel. Someone says, did you really get fired? If so, post a GoFundMe. I'll pay the money for the game directly to you instead of buying it. They respond with, I don't need any money. Ghost of Yotei is an amazing game made by 200 people I love dearly. Donate to the families in Gaza. Drew Harrison, once again, this is her LinkedIn. I'm not doxing anyone. It shows right here that, yeah, they were hired in September of 2016 and they were fired on September of 2025. And then yesterday we got these news, which I thought was pretty massive, if you will. Sony has confirmed the firing of Drew Harrison of Sucker Punch and Ghost of Yotei. Sony confirmed her departure in an email to Kotaku, but declined to comment further. Drew Harrison is no longer an employee of Sucker Punch Productions, and this person continues, but refuses to comment. No statement, no sales. All right, bro. I think that's kind of pushing it. People wanted her fired. Sony fired her. And now they want more. What's next? Oh, I want Sony to make a $1 million donation to Charlie Kirk's GoFundMe. It's like, bruh, come on. Let's be happy with what we got. This was an evil person who thought she was untouchable and Sony was going to protect her for making these disgusting comments. They fired her. All right. I don't know. It's like, what else do you want? All right, let's chill out. She was fired. End of story, right? Good. That's what we want. So I was quite curious what Reddit thought of it because we all know how Reddit could be. And on the r/game subreddit, I mean, the top comment really, I had to read it. I was like, should I put it in? Should I add it? Should I remove it? We're gonna leave it in, all right? Ghost of Yotei developer fired for Charlie Kirk joke after right-wing pressure campaign. The way this is worded is so stupid and ridiculous, but the top comment says, maybe this is because I grew up using the internet pre and post social media, but I could not imagine creating an online presence with my full government name, place of employment, and then using that account to make inflammatory posts. People are way too comfortable sharing every thought that comes to their mind. People with normal jobs do not get the luxury to say whatever they want like reactionary political influencers do. And I 1000% agree with this. I grew up before social media really took off. The thing all along was you never share your name and you don't share where you're from or where you work. That was what we were taught, and that's something that I will continue to do. I will never put out my full government name, where I work, where I study. That is just a disaster waiting to happen. People are getting way too comfortable just saying whatever they want with all the information about them out. It's like, if you want to say crazy stuff, maybe don't tweet from your own work account, make an alt and then say whatever you want. Tweeting insane stuff from the work account is crazy. Maybe take out your government name next time. I don't know. Have a little bit of fucking common sense. But anyways, with that said, what do you guys think of the situation? Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting times we're living in. I'll leave it at that. What do you guys think of the situation? Let me know in the comments below. And with that said, I am out. Make sure you're subscribed. You're sharing the video with your amigos and amigas. And I'll see you next time. All right. Peace out.